But anyway, this Q&A just to let you guys see, get a glimpse of what you'll see in the future, a little bit about who we are. So we have 10 questions each, randomly picked, and here we go.
The first question is, how many states have I been to? I've been to New York, Illinois, I've been Texas, California, Florida, Kentucky, Wisconsin. I can't really think of any states. Minnesota.
It's probably
So probably around 10. I don't really have a favorite TV show because I don't really watch TV that much, but if I had a favorite TV show, it'd probably be Blackish. Blackish. I mean, you just gotta search it up on the internet, you'll find out what it is.
Okay. Question is, what's your best trait? Best trait probably would be my ability to listen. I feel like a lot of people always have a lot of opinions and just want to talk over people. And I like to just, if you call me or text me 3 o'clock in the morning, I'll just, I'll sit there and listen to you until the sun comes up, and let you vent about whatever you need to. You can ask my best friend. We do this all the time. If you call me, the rule is if you call twice, it's important. So, I get the second call, make sure you pick up, and just, sit there and let the person talk to you and let them tell you what's going on, because, you never know what's going on in somebody's head or in their life, and when they choose you to be the person that they want you to open up to, it's very important to just not, talk over them or give them feedback right away. Try to see, both viewpoints from both sides. If it's argument with another person, make sure you give them that time. So yeah, it's my best trait.
What 3 places do you want to visit in the future? Number 1, North Carolina, because I want to go there for college. I just like it and it's cheap. Number 2, Belize, because that's where one side of my family's from, and I've never been there. And I don't really have a 3rd place. I can't think of anything right now.
We've been on vacations to the Bahamas and stuff, so we're well versed in different being in different countries and different states and stuff like that. But yeah. Next question is, who inspires you? I actually really like this question. Who inspires me? Before 2018, I'd probably say, I probably wouldn't really know who to say, but, last month I went to a Haley Kiyoko concert, and, I loved her before, I love how unapologetically she's just herself and doesn't really, care about anyone else's opinion. She makes music for herself and people like her, and in the LGBTQ community, plus community, and also Happy Pride Month. She just really, she seems like she's just a really good person and really well-rounded, and doesn't take crap from anybody, even if they're saying, oh, don't make music like that, or don't show people that side of you. She doesn't. She does her, and I like that she does her.
Next, if you become a multi-millionaire overnight, what would you buy? A house.
A house.
Maybe a couple cars.
Cars that he can't drive.
Yeah.
That are gonna sit in the garage for a year.
It's okay. People can drive me around in them.
What car are you gonna buy? You were saying
it's a Subaru. It's a Subaru. The Subaru from Baby Driver.
And we'll put a picture there. All right, next question. Let's see. Not looking. Okay. How many languages do you know, and which ones do you want to learn? I currently know 1.5 languages. I know English because I speak it every day, and I know German, which I say. I know Ika.
Yeah, you know German, huh? Ika.
No, like I know a little bit of German. Ein bisschen Deutsch. I know how to say, like, ask questions like wo ist die Klo, like where's the bathroom. You know how to ask for like certain foods, or like how do you say, like wie sagt man is like how do you say this. So like if you that's a good trick, like a good thing to know. And you know how to say hi. So like, you know, like English comes from German, so like a lot of the words are like the same. So like ist is, der die das is the, ich is I. You know, it's very similar. And if I want to learn other languages, I really want to learn Spanish and Italian. I just think that they're really beautiful languages. Not that German's not. It just sounds like a more harsher language. But I really want to go to like Italy and Venice and just want to know their language. Next question.
Easy question.
This question is, what's the best piece of advice you've received? The best piece of advice I've ever received was just to, you know, be authentic and be yourself, and don't try to like, you know, hide anything about yourself, because it's really, there's a lot of value into like knowing who you are, and being able to share those deeper parts of yourself with people, not necessarily just like a significant other, but just like anybody in your life, because you know, when you try to suppress certain things, it just gets hard to live your life that way. You know, you just want to just be you, and no matter how, you know, scary it could be to, you know, tell people who you really are or the things you like, it's going to be beneficial. So basically just be proud of who you are and don't let anybody change you, because, you know, there's a lot of people who put on facades and try to be other people, and they're miserable, and it just doesn't work out for them. So be yourself, basically. What is your favorite song right now? Okay. Well, if you don't know me, I listen to music all the time. It's like constant. You know, if I'm not listening to music, I'm like all over the place. Like if I were to go to school and not have headphones, I'm like, I already know it's gonna be a miserable day. Like I already know. My favorite song right now is "Floating" by Lena Baraz and Khalid. I just think that it has a really great melody, and the way their voices mesh together just sounds really, really beautiful. And I like the lyrics. You know, I like to go on like geniuslyrics.com and, you know, understand what they're talking about, or who they're talking about. It just seems like a really good love song, which, you know, hopeless romantic with, and that is also a good song by Meghan Trainor. But you know, I like songs that represent me and my life and things I go through. So yeah, "Floating." It's a great song.
What is your favorite thing to do with friends? Play basketball, play in our football league, ride bikes, go to the beach, go to the pool.
As you can see, he does way more stuff than I do. I like to sit here.
Play Fortnite. Yeah.
Comment if you play Fortnite below. I don't. Okay, question
is, what are you afraid of? There's just this one thing that truly bothers me, and I hate clowns. It's just their like big red nose, their laugh. I don't understand how in movies people think it's funny. I'd probably pass out if I was in one of those movies. I just couldn't deal with the clown.
He's aiming at it. He doesn't want to be stuck in a room with Pennywise. Alright, let's see. Take a question from the bottom.
Next question. Favorite video game? My favorite video game right now is probably Madden 18. That's the game I play the most. Well, voice crack. Next, well, two, probably Fortnite. It's another game I play a lot. I have an addiction.
2K's not on your list?
Not right now. The game is kind of, it's getting boring. I need 19 to come out.
What do you plan to do in the future? What do I plan to do in the future? I plan to grow my business. Right, I have a handmade jewelry business called Creative Mind Creates. I make handmade jewelry like this. Is one of my bracelets. Have you those chokers right there? This is new. This is a tiger eye choker for anyone who's interested. But yeah, I want it to be self-sustaining and basically, you know, make money on its own, so that I can use my money to, you know, hopefully fund other small businesses and, you know, fund different agencies that help children. You know, and then eventually, you know, when I'm ready to adopt and have my own family, be able to afford the necessary things for my family, because I plan to have a big one. But yeah, that's my plan for the future. Okay, next question.
Next question. Oh, she's gonna take this question.
He doesn't watch TV, so yeah.
Favorite movie of all time? Love and Basketball.
I was about to say, I knew you were gonna say that. Love and Basketball was my movie. I was watching it ever since I was like really small, but then he was like, "Oh, what's this? You know, it has basketball in it." And it was like, if you've ever seen the Love and Basketball, the cover of the movie, that's probably gonna be his wedding pictures, just to let you know.
And I have a hat.
And he has a hat, Love and Basketball on it, where their hands are like together with the ball and kissing. But yeah. All right, so the question that he couldn't answer is who are your top 3 TV ships? My top 3 TV ships are Way Hot from Winona Earp. I love them. Choni from Riverdale. And lastly, Matt Archer from Once Upon a Time. I think that they're just a really sweet couple. And with these, especially with Way Hot and Matt Archer, just because we've seen more development with those couples, it's more of like a meant to be situation. You know that no matter where they are or, you know, what universe they're in, they're always going to make it back to each other because they're each other's person. I think that's really important to strive for something like that, to, you know, find someone that means a lot to you, because a lot of people, they look at superficial things. They look at how much money you have, or, you know, can you give me this lifestyle, or take me on these trips or whatever, or are you super attractive? And I'm like, that doesn't matter to me. Yeah. But yeah, those are our questions. This is part 1, so hopefully you guys will send us in questions and we'll pick 20 at random and we'll answer your questions. But yeah, like we said, we're just, you know, 2 normal people who are getting started on YouTube. So, you know, join us weekly. We should have a video for you weekly, especially now that it's summer and we have nothing to do but entertain you guys. And you have anything to say?
Sorry about the noise in the background there, you know. It's just, we have our chef in the back whipping up.
Yeah, chef mommy. But yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for kicking it with K-Squared. We'll see you next time.